This is not a Premier Inn. Look at the curtains. I am the king of Tane. I'm the king of Tane. Oh my God. What do you even do with this thing? 5 hours removed from the actual incident happening now, so we've left the scene of the crime and it was a lot worse. It was a bloody massacre at the scene of the crime. Anyway. Hello, welcome back. It's another tournament vlog. This one could be the biggest one of the year. It's the Scottish Amateur Championship, arguably the biggest thing we're going to play in this year. The winner becomes the champion of Scotland, and that's a country, so that's quite big, I would say. Today's Saturday. The final of this competition is next Saturday. There's qualifier and then there's knockout rounds. 288 people, 64 make the knockout round, and then the final is next Saturday. So we are packed potentially for a week here. We've got lots of clothes, got lots of food, and there could be a lot of content, so I'll keep this as brief as possible because I know I have a tendency to go on in these opening rambles. But what do you need to know? So the two courses hosting this competition are Dornoch and Tane. They're up in the Highlands of Scotland. The trip from where I am in St Andrews is the best part of 4 hours. I'll stick the map here. Finding accommodation for this has been a nightmare. Considering you've got basically all the best amateur golfers in Scotland descending on this area of Scotland for a short period of time, all the places disappeared off the shelves very quickly. I ideally wanted to get a caravan with some people. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. Shout out to my mum, who has been very helpful in finding a place in Tane. We are staying at the Royal Hotel. It's me by myself. Hopefully I'll make some friends there, maybe, who knows, but £458 for 5 nights right now, and that sees us through to the beginning of the knockout rounds. If we make the beginning of the knockout rounds, which we're really hoping we do, then we're going to have to scramble to find a new place to stay. The entry fee for this competition was £85. We're about to top up with the petrol. I'll stick the number here. I've got about a quarter of a tank right now, so we're going to fill it up to the top, up to the brim, and then get up north with that. And hopefully that'll be enough to see us basically back down too, but time will tell. Just got some supplies, some snacks, some fruit for the first few days, bananas and sweet clams, things of that nature. Really looking forward to this tournament, biggest one of the year. Let's go try and win it. Why not? Okay, so we've just arrived at Tane and the most incredible thing has happened. Got to the Royal Hotel. I had the room booked. All the rooms are numbered, but they've given me a room, and on the key, I'll show you the key, it just says boardroom, and they said, oh, this is one of our best rooms. I was like, okay, cool, like, thank you, I appreciate anything. And this has happened. It's like, it's the suite. It's the suite of the hotel. All right, let's explore it. We've got fridge and microwave as standard, apparently. That is a complete game changer for the week. And then we've got a 4-poster bed because we don't settle for 3 posters. We just don't do that. We've got all the chairs. You got 2 chairs, you got 2 chairs, you got 2 chairs. I don't even know what I'd call that. That's not a chaise longue, that's not a chair, what is that? What is that? What is this? This is beautiful. Oh my God. And okay, TV, and then I don't know, what are these things? I don't know, we're continuing the cherub thing from Wales, clearly. Okay, cool, that's following me around, that must be a sign. And then look at this view. This is Tane. This is Tane High Street. I feel like I'm in some sort of Tudor drama series. I'm the guy that they're all trying to kill. I'm the guy they're all trying to throw mud at. I'm the guy. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got the teas and coffees. Oh, we've got shortbread. Shortbread fingers. I'm here for that. Very much here. God, I haven't even taken my bag off yet. This is the most exciting thing ever. Oh, that was a sneaky pose. This is, oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that shower. What? What? It's got like a ceiling. It's got a chandelier. The bathroom has a chandelier. There's a bath, of course, it's a bathroom. Got a mirror, okay. Toilet, looking a bit lonely, but we can deal with that. Oh, this is when you know you're in a fancy place. Oh my God, what do you even do with this thing? This is the view from the bathroom. Oh my God, have I got a balcony? Is this mine? How do I get to the balcony? This is the question. I have a balcony. Holy. I am the king of Tane. I'm the king of Tane. Oh my God. When he said I've given you our best room, I appreciated it. But now I've seen the best room. This could be the nicest room I've ever stayed in. We're gonna win the Scottish Amateur. Where are we? We're up here somewhere. We're at the top of the U in the United Kingdom. Look at the ceiling. This is not a Premier Inn. Look at the curtains. What have I become? What am I gonna become? I'm gonna win the Scottish Amateur. This doesn't just happen. What is this? What is this? So this is no word of a lie. I was about to get all excited on camera about passing an Asda on the way through here. There's an Asda 0.6 of a mile away from this hotel. That's gonna be cheap petrol. That's gonna be cheap food throughout the week. But now I've seen this place. Who would have thought it? 10 minutes ago, I was gonna get excited about Asda. And now look at me. I am eating, I'm eating a meal deal in my palace. Feel free to rate my meal deal, by the way. We've gone for a salad. We've stuck an egg in there as well. Lots of couscous and pasta and good stuff. I think that's Bombay potato salad, potentially. And we've got a little pudding and we've got a protein drink. Of course, we've got a protein drink. So give that a rate if you fancy. Out of 10, I'd give it a strong 8. Wasn't doing anything in the hotel, so I thought I may as well come and see Tane for the first time. This is beautiful. Hello, this is Freddie from the future. We have fast forwarded a few days. We have completed both our practice rounds. So let's just have a recap of what has happened, get into some better lighting situations, that would help. Yesterday we had Dornoch. Dornoch is a pretty good golf course. Now, you can look at a lot of rankings online if you ever want to see what the best golf courses in the world are, the best golf courses. According to the top 100 golf courses website, Dornoch is number 13 in the world, just behind Augusta National and just in front of Royal Portrush. So that gives you an idea on how people hold this course in, well, what high regard they hold it in. And to be fair, it did live up to it. It was an excellent golf course. I would say it lived up to the hype. Perhaps it'd been overhyped to a point where I was slightly underwhelmed, but I don't know what I was expecting, like some sort of course that was on the moon. I don't know, a lot of people had said good things. The par threes are really cool. The 6th hole, just the coolest par three, set into the side of a hill, really well bunkered, and then it falls off to the right as well. You just got to step up. Basically, the story of all the par threes at Dornoch, you just got to step up and hit a golf shot, and if you don't, then you get to hit a few more as your punishment. So I had such a perfect morning for it as well. I was the second tee time off at 9:10. Guys who I was meant to be with didn't show up, supposedly, apparently. Maybe they'd heard of me, you know, I have that effect on people, quite an intimidating presence. But it meant I was out there on my own. It was pretty quiet, considering it's Scottish amateur practice round. It was pretty quiet, no one really around. It was sunny, barely any wind to start with, and I thought, is this heaven? Am I dead? You know? It just felt like how golf should be. It's an old Tom Morris, well, it's 9 holes, and then old Tom Morris came and added another 9. It's basically an old Tom Morris course, just like a few of them in St Andrews, well, certainly the new course and parts of the old course. I feel comfortable on old Tom Morris courses, really like Dornoch, par threes are great. And then you kind of start on an upper shelf and you get all the great views, which I've probably been showing up till now on this as a little montage. And then you come down to the sea, and then it's kind of Kingsbarns-esque. If anyone's ever been to Kingsbarns, such a beautiful spot, just being on the water, especially when it's that calm and sunny, so beautiful. And I had a really nice time. And then I practiced a bit after it. I had a great lunch in the clubhouse. I'd heard some things about the service at the clubhouse, not true in my experience. Great service, really attentive staff and helpful people. And I went for chicken mayo sandwich and cup of soup with some homemade chips on the side, which were heavily seasoned, and we are here for the seasoning. It's the year of the seasoning. And that combined with the breakfast I had in the hotel yesterday morning, which was cheese omelette, because I needed it was a quick turnaround to get to Dornoch and have breakfast, which only started at 8 o'clock on a Sunday for a 9:10 tea time. So they very graciously, the hotel owners, as if they couldn't have done enough for me. I mean, look, I'm saying this by my 4-poster bed. They went to the effort of making a hefty cheese omelette, which really helped sustain me for the whole day. So that combined with the lunch for Dornoch, I then only needed a cheap ping dinner lasagna, making use of that microwave yesterday evening, and we got a lot of rest in. Had a little walk to the Asda. That brings us to today, where today we were at Tane, it was literally a 2-minute drive from here. Had my breakfast, got down there in the car, bang, 2 minutes at the golf course. Tane was looking good today, and again, took the 9 o'clock tee time, basically the first out, with 2 good guys, really pleasant company, Sean and Callum. Callum actually is a member of Dornoch, so I was picking his brains the whole way around, trying to figure out how to play that course, which I'm sure didn't annoy him in the slightest. But yeah, we kind of whipped round, got a good look at Tane, got some good practice, and then the heavens opened. We just had lunch at Tane, good little chili chips and cheese situation going. Food up north is elite. I'm gonna stay maybe forever. But now it's raining, so anyone who didn't take that early tee time for the practice kind of is getting shafted right now, getting very, very damp, very wet, very rained on. I mean, actually, can we see this from the camera? From my balcony window? I don't know if you can tell how wet that is, but it's pretty damp. That'll come out in the wash. So yeah, Tane looked good. We're playing pretty solid. It's satisfying that everyone's getting rained on now. Like, I hate to be that guy, but you know, I'm happy to be in my hotel room and able to kick back. It's about 2 p.m. now. My tee time is tomorrow morning. I actually need to check when it is, but it's around 8 a.m. I'm one of the first off at Dornoch. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to run a bath, not an ice bath. I'm not that much of an athlete. Well, maybe I should be. Maybe I should run an ice bath. Okay, that's what's happening. I'm running an ice bath. Tell my sponsors, tell my patrons, tell everyone. Just a quick break in this epic video. I am aware of the length, and thank you for making it this far into it, but a quick break to thank my patron subscribers, all the 4 patrons over there on the platform. We got Zach Bedford, we got Brian Boyter, we got Gavin Lamb, we got Dickie Daniel. Thank you to all of you for your support. It means the world. You are supporting me in making this content, putting it out on YouTube. It takes up time, it's consuming, and it's great to have people believe in the project. I hope you're all enjoying sharing the stories, and if you watching this would like to go and support me over on Patreon, you get behind the scenes access to other things that are happening in my golfing season. You get to see how my swing's looking. There are progress reports, driving range sessions. There are round updates where I take you through shot by shot, hole by hole, how things have gone. And you get early access to all these YouTube videos too. So if you want to get over there to have a bit of that, a piece of that action, then please, by all means do. There are a couple of tiers of different prices, and I think they're quite reasonable. So if you want to go support me, that's the place to do it. The link is down in the description. I'll see you over there, and let's carry on with the video. Practice is completed, ticked off. Feel pretty good. Gonna have a rest today. When you next see me, it's gonna be post Dornoch, I guess. Noting too that yesterday on my walk to Asda, I went and loaded up because this room has a fridge. So we have managed to get the protein yogurts and the protein drinks in. This is like an episode of Pimp My Fridge, but check this out. Golden milk, some drinks, some water, and another ready meal. Because we have a microwave, and that came good for the lasagna last night. So microwaves and fridges, hoteliers, let this be heard. Microwaves and fridges is the way of the future. It's the way of the future right now in the present. Right, it's been raining outside all afternoon. I'm going stir crazy in the hotel. It's been 8 hours non-stop just chilling in the hotel, which is absolutely fine. We're starting early tomorrow morning. Need to get down to the course probably about 7 o'clock, so I get to the driving range, do all my warm-up, everything. The tee time is 8:10, but that all means it's going to be way too early to have breakfast at the hotel. So they do packed lunches, and I thought, given that I'm going stir crazy, that this would be a fun opportunity to do an unpacking, because I've got my lunch addressed to the boardroom. I'm the board master. I don't know what's in here, so let's just do a brief unpacking. The sandwich looks like tuna, which I appreciate, protein. Another sandwich looks like ham, some mustard in there. Don't love mustard, but we can persevere, that's fine. Got an apple, quite a hefty apple as well, and it's refrigerated. I'm here for that. Some water, cool. Some onion rings, crisps, baked, not fried apparently. Oh yes. Wagon wheel, got a wagon wheel. That's gonna be the first thing I eat. And some custard cream biscuits. That is a lunch. All of that. It's the morning of the tournament, day 1, first round of stroke play qualifying, Royal Dornoch. Feeling pretty apprehensive and nervous. Gonna deal with that with my breathing. Got a game plan, do feel ready, so fingers crossed for a good one. First round finished at Dornoch, more reaction to follow, but I've shot 5 over par. Not sure where it's going to put me because I was pretty early out. More reaction to follow, but 5 over feels very mediocre. Just had lunch, let's go practice. Yeah, so back in Tane now. 3 over would have been probably a fair score for today, I think. 5 over is a bit disappointing to be there. Started off pretty steady, pars on the first 5, and then I was less steady. I bogeyed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is what they would call a bogey train for sure. And then I parred in, no birdies, 5 over, and we've got work to do tomorrow for sure. Let's head out onto my balcony. Nearly forgot I was living in a palace this week. For some highlights from today, I would say starting off with 5 pars was a highlight. Just really good, solid golf, doing what I needed to do, hit greens 2-putt, get on with it. The front nine was playing really tough, it was into the wind for the most part, so bogeys at 6, 7, 8, those holes could be tricky at the best of times, so there was no shame in being 3 over through 8, that's for sure. 9 to par 5 though, you turn and you go downwind, I hit the green in 2, stuck it to about probably 40 feet, had an eagle putt, and I 4-putted for bogey. And that put me 4 over instead of a standard 2-putt birdie. Would have been nice to get back to 2 over. That was kind of how I was playing. But we bogeyed that, and then we bogeyed the next, and then suddenly we're 5 over through 10, having not really done much wrong. And we rallied to par in, but really there were birdies out there, and that's why the 3 over would have been quite nice. Given how I played, I was playing well enough to make those birdies, just didn't quite have it with the putting. It just didn't quite work out, but we done a little practice after, we had some lunch, done a bit of putting practice, feel pretty ready for tomorrow. Our hands are tied now, we have to kind of be par or better tomorrow. 3 over would have given us some shots to work with, I suppose, but now we just know we have to be par or better. The cut's probably going to be like 5 or 6 over, so 3 over would have given us some shots to work with, but now we just got to get in the attacking mindset tomorrow. It's par or better at Tane, and that will get us into the 64 out of 264, and that is what we came here to do. This morning of round 2, and this is my most attractive angle, so please enjoy it. We tee off at 12:10 today. Just had breakfast, smoked salmon and scrambled egg. Shout out the Royal Hotel, doing bits at breakfast as always. The equation today is simple. I shot 5 over yesterday. Today I need a level par or better really to make the cut. We're playing Tane. Tane seems to be playing slightly easier of the 2 courses, so that's encouraging. I know I'm capable, just got to freewheel it and do my best. I was a bit tight and tense yesterday, trying to avoid big mistakes, but now there's no point trying to avoid big mistakes. Like, just go out there and do good stuff, then we make it, and if we don't, then we head home tomorrow. But try not to think about that right now. Got my game plan sorted, got my yardage book, it's just over there on the table, so I'm going to go and do my best. And my best is good enough to get us into the knockouts of the Scottish Amateur. Probably a good time to mention that we hit 100 subscribers yesterday. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you to everyone who's watching this vlog. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you are watching, then you know what to do. Subscribe below. There's a like button, there's comments, or not. I actually don't care. But there's a giveaway happening soon. Don't know if this vlog will make it out before the giveaway, but you know, if you weren't subscribed, you won't have a chance of winning it. So unlucky. Basically what I'm saying is good things happen to my subscribers, so do with that what you will. We made it back to Chateau de Freddie, and it's bad news. We did not make it to the knockout stages of the Scottish Amateur Championship for this year. We needed to shoot level par or better. We thought definitely around under par was what we were aiming for, and we shot 4 over par, 74. No good. That is good enough right now for like 110th place, tied 110th out of 264. So we beat a bunch of people, but we also lost to a bunch of people as well. So that's not ideal. Needed the top 64, obviously. We had our game face on today. We were feeling good, feeling prepped. Slow start out the gates, bogeyed 2, then we birdied 4, and proper feeling the momentum. Basically, this course, you just had to get through the first 9 without big dramas, and then coming back in today, it was there for you on a back 9 to make some birdies and shoot low. Bogey at 2, birdie at 4, then a stupid bogey at a short par 4 on 6, which was just mildly irritating, like simmering level of irritation. And then out of nowhere on 9, I had probably one of the more eventful holes of my year, and I've had some eventful holes. If you've checked the other vlogs, go check those out if you haven't, because then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The 9th hole is pretty eventful. It's a short dogleg to the right, par 4, and it's like a 5-iron off the tee and then a short iron in. Hit this 5-iron so far left, really stupid, into the wilderness. Go try and find my ball. I must have stepped on some sort of nest. I thought that a twig had gone through my calf. It was agony. I was like, oh my God, what has happened there? And I looked down, and it was like a bee or a wasp or something like that. But I've had bee stings, I've had wasp stings. This was an otherworldly sting. You're just going to trust me on that, because it's like, it's gone away now. I'll show you my leg later, but like, no, I'll show you it now. But I'm telling you, it was bad. It was big and it was red. 5 hours removed from the actual incident happening now, so we've left the scene of the crime, and it was a lot worse. It was a bloody massacre at the scene of the crime. Anyway, step on this nest. This thing then stings me. I thought it was a twig that went through my leg. It was not. It was this thing. I try and bat it away, but it's stuck in my leg. So I try again, and then it's like, its bitey thing was stuck in my leg. Like, it's only tiny, but I could feel it. It was agony, it was burning sensation, and all of that combined with, I don't know, then I hit an approach. Basically, I make a treble bogey on this hole as well, so I got attacked by wildlife, and then I made a treble bogey, and it was double pain. It hurt a lot, and then I hit a terrible tee shot off 10, never saw that ball again, so that was a double bogey. And then all of a sudden, in the space of like 20 minutes, I'd gone from simmering and having a chance of making the match play at the Scottish Am to suddenly being mortally injured and very much not making the Scottish Am, so that was irritating. And then we came in 2 under from there for the last 7 holes. Found something in my game that made my long game feel a lot better, and now I kind of wish I could start it all again. It felt really good those last 7 holes, except for my leg, which was still in agony. So that's the Scottish Amateur. We're out. We shot 5 over, 4 over, 9 over total. Dorna contained, great golf courses, lovely place in the world, very remote. That's what we're learning. You need friends up here, because being on your own up here, there's not loads to do. You can go crazy and drive yourself insane. Yeah, so tomorrow we've got another night in the hotel, and then tomorrow we leave, and that's the end of the Scottish Amateur journey. I've kind of got all my food and all my clothes. I've got so many clothes, but I was ready for a week of this, and I was prepared for it, did all my preparation, and it just hasn't worked out. And I guess that's golf life. Hashtag golf life. It do be like that sometimes. Yeah, kind of mixed emotions, like proud of myself for grinding and putting something respectable up, but it's also kind of polishing a turd, but also I'm kind of proud of it, so it's my turd. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel. It's just like mixed emotions. Like I had high expectations, I was feeling good. I don't really feel angry, I don't really feel upset, I feel disappointed. If this had happened in St Andrews and I hadn't had to travel so far for it, then I'd just sweep it under the rug straight away. But I think the fact that the outlay's been quite extortionate in comparison to some other tournaments, you know, I must have spent, I'll do the totals at the end of this, but I must have spent at least £600 on this trip, you know, and then you kind of do it all to then just finish. Well, it wasn't middle of the pack, it was slightly above the middle of the pack, but still not good. Like, it's forgettable. No one's going to remember this ever. I'm not going to go down in history for coming tied 110th. It just feels like a pack up and leave, take your stories with you. Learned stuff this week, we've gained experience, and our next tournament is going to be Eden Tournament in St Andrews, and that's a hometown game. So again, I'll go into that feeling like I have a good chance at doing well in it. In the morning, I guess we're going to leave. This is the life. I actually do not have a fork, I do not have a knife in the room, but I do have a teaspoon, and I do have a tea peg, which I've used to get my mac and cheese. Can you see that? Get my mac and cheese done, put it in the microwave. You are seeing firsthand how hotel living can be. There we go. 3 minutes and we've got dinner ready, and it was all thanks to an open qualifying series tea peg, apparently. You see that? What more could you want? There you go, and just like that, it's 10:30 at night and I'm eating mac and cheese with a teaspoon. And if that doesn't smell of success, then I don't know what does. Goodbye, room. Goodbye for now. It's in the door, back from Scottish Amateur. Made the journey today. We broke it up by playing a game of golf at somewhere new, which was Boat of Garton, apparently ranked 38th in Scotland as a golf course, so that was a pleasure. fiddly heathland course in amongst the hills near Aviemore in the north of Scotland. So that broke up the journey really nicely. Played with my friend Ben, who is an excellent golfer in his own right, from been on a scholarship in Houston playing golf. He knows what he's doing. He won the skins today. And with Callum, who I had a practice round with at Tame. So, and shout out Callum, he even subscribed to the YouTube channel today. So well done to him. He said he probably will never watch the videos or get time to do that, which I don't appreciate, but I do appreciate our new friendship. So thank you, Callum, for subscribing. We're now over 100. We've hit the giveaway target, and there'll be a different video on those details. But yeah, we've been up to the Highlands. We're back in St Andrews, and now the next thing is going to be Eden tournament next week. Looking forward to it. Reflections on this week. I'm still digesting it. Disappointed with the result, clearly. Didn't make the match play like I wanted to. The game's not too far away. Hit plenty of good shots at Votive Garden today. That'll be a separate vlog. This is the end of this one. That's been the Scottish Amateur. See you next time.